Dear learners, today I am going to discuss about business tourism. After this session, you will be able to understand the business tourism in detail, the various aspects of business tourism, the impact of business tourism, and various MICE destinations in India. So, learners, let's start with the business tourism. Travel is not always undertaken for pleasure or leisure. The business traveler's main motive of travel is work. The business tourism is a modern form of tourism which includes trips related to the work of business executives and professionals. The business tourism is a more limited and the focused subset of regular tourism. During business tourism, individuals are still working and being paid, but they are doing so away from both their workplace and home. Some definitions of tourism tend to exclude business travel. However, the UNWTO, United Nations World Tourism Organization, defines tourists as people traveling to and stay in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. Primary business tourism activities includes meetings and attending conferences and exhibitions. He or she visit a particular destinations for various reasons pertaining to his or her work, such as attending a business meeting, conferences, conventions, trade fairs, selling products, meeting clients, etc. Business tourism is the use of travel services, hotel facilities, and other amenities by people who are traveling on business. And business tourism is on increase, and the tourism industry separates business tourism from leisure tourism in an effort to promote the former by offering particular services for business people. And business people travels and stay in hotels when attending conferences, meetings, and training programs. During their stay, these travelers often visit restaurants, they even visit souvenir shops and local tourist spots, meaning they are a source of revenue for the community. About 80 to 85% of all air travel is business related, and the business travel recognized as the most important segment for revenue for the hotel industry. More than 50% of occupancy of a large majority of hotels in many countries come from the business travel segments, and the business traveler is the lifeline of the tourism industry. According to the Federation of Hotels and Restaurant Association of India (FHRAI), 60% of all the guests in Indian hotel industry comprises of business guests. The airlines and the hotel industries have recognized the monetary worth of business travelers. The business travelers look for the best and not the cheapest, as he or she is not worried about the cost. For most travel expenses of the business travelers are borne by his or her company which he or she is representing. Sometimes a business travelers decide his or her trip at the last minute also. Unlike the leisure travelers, the business travelers does not choose his or her destinations. Business travels are also shorter in durations. International Congress and Convention Association (ICCA) uses the following definition for the business tourism. Business tourism is the provision of facilities and services to the million of delegates who annually attend meetings, congresses, exhibitions, business events, incentive travels, and corporate hospitality. The International Trade Center estimates that business tourism accounts for about 9% of all tourism, and that business people spend approximately twice as much as the leisure tourists. Now coming to the importance of business tourism. First of all, we will discuss about the economic impact of business tourism. There is a strong and correlative relation between the national economy of the country and business tourism, because this sector usually would promote national industry, enhance communication channel, and upgrade quality of manpower in different economic sectors such as agriculture, petroleum, communication, tourism, education and training, health sector, as well as vocational associations. The business tourism is able to gain many economic fruits for the interest of the national economy. It is considered a key driver for temporary and the permanent jobs. Many governments in the world list business tourism output within the gross domestic product, as well as while analyzing the cost output of public investment in the sector. The business tourism sector has many other economic benefits which could be outlined as follows. Number one is direct economic impact. When we talk about direct economic impact, here the residence, transport and tourism services expenses paid by the international visitors of exhibitions and conferences. Growth of investment in business tourism, which includes establishing city centers, facilities of conferences and exhibitions, conference and exhibition center organizing companies, events organizing companies, suppliers of events, destinations management companies, etc. Revenues of owners and the organizing authorities of exhibitions and conferences, including sponsorship, registration fees, sales of exhibitor space, selling media copyright, penalties, as well as the gift sales, revenue of business tourism suppliers. Trade exchange and deals which are concluded during the exhibitions and conferences, marketing products of sponsors of the conference and the exhibitions, as well as the last one is the rise of promotional activities. So after talking about direct economic impact, now we will discuss about indirect economic impact. Expenses paid by the visitors of conferences and exhibitions to general services can be the indirect economic impact. Expenses of gift paid by business tourism visitors, sales of farmers, factories and service suppliers, contributions of business tourism in urban development and development of infrastructure, highlighting investment opportunities in destinations in which the exhibitions or the conferences is held, promoting investment in the destination in which the conference or exhibition is held. Now, determining economic impact of business tourism. Many countries survey economic impact of business tourism using a number of accounting tools such as expenditure range and quality of liquidity flow. Second is use of multiple data. Third is input and output analysis of the event, and the last one is cost benefit analysis. Secondly, tourism impact of business tourism. There is a great correlation between business tourism and tourism industry, especially the hotels, tour operators and travel agents and the like activities and their mutual influence. Meeting halls in the hotels represents key facilities for the conference and exhibitions. Besides, participants of the conference and exhibitions reside in the hotels too. Many countries associate their tourism strategy with the strategy of development of business tourism. Tourism benefits from the business tourism as follows, like arriving tourists for the purpose of attending different kind of conferences and exhibitions are the people who are most able to spend and are high purchase power to. Exhibitions and the conferences raise the demand on the tourism services and the product during lull seasons and thus provide jobs. Enhance tourist experience, which lead tourists to extend their resident period or repeat the visit. It also enhance events calendar in the destinations. Market and highlights potential of the destinations. Rise and demand on services, tour operators, program and tourist guides. So that's all about the second one. Now coming to the third one, that is the social impact of business tourism. Business tourism is fertile environment to make use of people leisure time. Besides, voluntary work in the business tourism is considered an important factor for youth people to manage their time gainfully and for the acquisitions experience. Fourthly, cultural impact of business tourism. Business tourism sector, through inviting international experts to participate in conferences and exhibitions, is largely contributing to drawing international latest experiments, knowledge and science. Business tourism activities, that is conference and seminars, forums, are considered distinctive means to develop competence of manpower in different public and private sectors, as well as it is an effective means for experience exchange, highlighting cultures and reviving traditions and the heritage. Fifthly, the political impact of business tourism. There are many political positives of business tourism which could be listed as follows: uh, improving states' mental image, projecting states' leaders through their participation in the business tourism events, better means to enhance cultural dialogues, enhance political cloth of the state, developing administrational competence of public officials. Now coming to the major part, the main pillar. So when we talk about the pillar, the business tourism pillar, the business travel is categorized as the following. The main pillars are meeting, incentive, conferencing and exhibitions. Now when we talk about meeting, it can be corporates and government meetings, incentives mostly company incentives, conferencing mostly association meetings, exhibitions like B2B and B2C exhibitions, and the event that can be a national or the international event. Now business tourism involves meeting, conference and conventions where information is exchanged. Lavish events are organized to launch new products. Incentive travel is offered or motivates or rewards staffs. Exhibitions are organized to promote corporations, etc. So this is popularly called MICE tourism, and the four most important aspects of business tourism is like meeting, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. So first of all, we'll discuss about the major aspects of MICE. One is M, that is meeting. The meeting brings people together in one place for the purposes of sharing information and discussing and solving the problems. Meetings attendance can range from 10 to 1000 of people. During the meeting, there will usually be food and beverage served. The International Association of Professional Congress Organizers defines a meeting as any number of people coming together in one place for particular activity, which can be one-time event or a regular event. Meeting travel refers to organizing any number of people for such a meeting, which means it could be include a company. Meeting time vary depend on the meeting types. So most of the time meeting refers to corporate meetings which are held by companies in the various manners, like we'll discuss about one, that is board meeting. When we talk about board meeting, it is a meeting of the board of the directors of the corporations, usually held annually. Another one is we have management meetings. The managers from different regions of a corporation meet when necessary to make decisions for the corporations. Another we have is stakeholder meeting. Investors who own a share in a company meets quarterly. Training seminars, a company conduct these to train employees when needed. Meeting with partners, suppliers and clients, a gathering to discuss business deals, usually held with the little prior notice. Product launches, usually a meeting with client, the public and the journalists and the reporters when new products are announced on the market. Strategic planning, the managers meeting with the employees to discuss the future of the company. Retreats, the entire company staff spend a day or two together to participate in team building activities, training seminars and strategic planning sessions. So that's all about meeting. Now coming to incentive. So when we talk about incentive, it is a tool for motivating people involved in an organization success. That can be dealers, employees, distributors, salespeople, consultant, and last but not least, even the key customers. It is also a means of rewarding them for a job well done or excellent sales results. Trip planned by the companies as a reward or training for employees, also called corporate incentive. Training tours, example awarding ceremony or receptions, are conducted by the head office or directors for high performing employers. Incentive travel is offered by the employers to employees, which is like an entertainment gift for them as they are traveling for free. And this will make the employees very happy as they can rest at the same time as well as having fun, which overall it affects the work rate of the employees when they are back, as it will make them much more motivated to work harder in the future as they may gain another reward. So every employees will feel very special and be satisfied in their job as the company has given them a fantastic opportunity to go for a great holiday which they have gained the award. So that's all about incentives. We'll discuss about convention now. Similar to meeting, convention are gathering of people with common objectives organized to exchange ideas, their views and information of common interest to the group. So an organization, usually an association, will organize a convention each year with a theme related to the organization's topic. Like the interested in registering for the convention can pay the association a fees for all the sessions, discussions, food and beverages, dinners as well as the site visits. In particular, conventions consist of variety of events including congresses, large scale regular trade gathering, conferences, small scale gathering aimed at the information sharing, conferences which is a conference with a small exhibition attached, and the one to one events which is premium networking. And all the convention can be organized into different levels, that is international level, national level and the regional level. Okay, now we'll discuss about the major difference between a meeting and the convention. Is that a convention is a large event often lasting for several days and involving a social program. Convention is organized by association, professional and trade association, example the Dentist Association or ITO, volunteer association and societies, charities, political parties, and it is usually conducted once a year, and it generates income for the association, and it is considerable amount of time spent on site selections of the convention. So now we'll discuss about exhibitions, event at which products and services are displayed. An exhibition may simply be a few table or top booth designed to display goods and services. There are exhibitions and trade fairs for just about every type of products. Business people attend trade fairs to keep up to date on the latest development in their industry, which shows they are competing with each other as they find suppliers for products and services to the network with colleagues. There are two aspects of organizations of fairs and exhibitions. First, there are companies who organize the exhibitions and sell stands to exhibitors. For example, we can take Reed Exhibitions. They have a division of Red Travel Exhibitions who focus on travel events. Lastly, there are many of the business to be gained in organizing travel to exhibitions and accommodations for the attendees. Depending on the size and types, exhibitions could be categorized into B2B, B2C, and sometimes it is also known as mixed. Now we will discuss about the major value of miles. Starting at first, higher expenditure is there in miles. A business traveler usually spend more than average tourist as they stay in the better hotels and dine at fine restaurants since they are meeting with the business clients. Even out travel demand is there. Many destinations have different travel seasons because the business travelers travel to destinations with a main purpose of attending MICE events, and the MICE events does not have to be scheduled during the peak season when most tourists tend to travel. The business travelers can help the city by taking up some of the empty hotel rooms available during the off season. Now prior arrangement is the another part, and the MICE event is usually planned 1 or 2 years in advance, and even 3 to 5 years for international events due to the number of participants at the event. And the event planners also need to book well before the event is ordered to select their preferred room as well as venue. Large scale, most MICE events may have a large number of attendees, and the international conventions usually require 500 hotel rooms per night and big conference room in the day, and the exhibitions either local or international experts to have over 1000 of attendees and require several large exhibition halls. Another is standardized services, because all the attendees for the same MICE event will have very similar requirements as to service standard, while similar MICE events would usually have similar programs and thus standardized service are required. It also enhances secondary businesses, like many suppliers are needed for the MICE events. Booth setup companies and decoration experts are necessary for the exhibitions, and the entertainment agencies are needed for incentive travel parties. Another one is improve host image, like the city which holds the international events can give travelers a professional image. Now, independent of tourism attractions, like business travelers travel primarily for a purpose of attending a MICE event, not for the attractions of the destinations. And even if a city does not have unique attractions, it can still be chosen to hold an event due to other reasons such as access, easy of access. And no fixed destinations are required, like many MICE events are not fixed on the host city or the country, as long as the city has adequate MICE venue and the facilities, and it is possible for the city to be selected to hold the event. Flexibility of venue selections, other than traditional venues such as exhibition centers or the conference halls, MICE event can make use of existing facilities that may originally have other purposes, like in example can be university. So now we'll discuss about the MICE tourism in India. When we talk about India, India ranked a distinct 28 in the MICE chart and gets just 0.92% of total 10,000 conferences and events held globally every year. So MICE is a new trend of tourism in India and growing at the rate of 15 to 29% annually. And India is fast gaining its pace in the competitions to become an ideal MICE destination. With the advanced technology and facilities of warm hospitality, personalized service, coupled with the immense natural beauty and rich culture heritage, the goal seems to be not very far. And in terms of infrastructure, India provides an impressive combination of accommodations and other conference support facilities to hold a successful conference. India is combination of old world charm and tradition interlaced with modern cosmopolitan sophistication. India offers an educated manpower base where fluency in English and other official international language can be expected, and the India Convention Promotion Bureau, which is ICPB, sponsored by Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, aims to promote India as a competent and credible MICE destination. So now we will discuss about various MICE destinations in India. Starting with the capital, Delhi. The capital city Delhi has been the favorite MICE destination. The numerous charms of the city varies from ancient monuments to excellent shopping options, making the business event, meetings and conference here an absolute pleasure. The Ashok Hotel in Delhi has been hosting meetings and conventions on the international scale for more than 4 decades and favorite venue for the top businessmen and government officials. Other venues of the capital are Pragati Maidan, the Habitat World Convention Center, Vigyan Bhavan, and a number of hotels with excellent convention facilities including Taj Palace, Moria Sheraton, Lee Meridian, etc. So that's all about Delhi. Now moving to Noida. Noida is situated on the outskirts of New Delhi, and Noida is fastest growing as one of the most modern cities in India. With city fronts a number of venues catering multiple opportunities of business tourism. Expo Center is the smart venue to hold exhibitions, conferences, seminars and banquets. India Expo Center in Greater Noida is another center offering an impressive international business environment ideal for product launches, seminars, dealers meet and exhibitions and corporate functions. So that's about Noida. So another important city we have is Hyderabad. The Pearl City, Hyderabad is fast becoming an information and technology hub of India. Started with the numerous heritage monuments, the heritage city Hyderabad has come up with the sophisticated business venues. Hyderabad International Convention Center. The center has already hosted a number of prestigious international and national meets in the short period of time and has been appreciated by the organizer. So that's about Hyderabad. Coming to Kochi. Now coming to Kochi, rich with the beaches and emerald backwaters, Kerala is an ideal leisure destination. After fascinating the whole world with the breathtaking beauties, Kerala now finds itself as an major destination in the business tourism itinerary. Some of the places like Lee Meridian, Kochi boast a number of well-equipped conferences and banquet halls. Ayurveda is the major attraction here amongst the business delegates and their families. After Kochi, we are moving to Mumbai. Mumbai being a financial capital of country, Mumbai attracts national as well as international meeting and conferences. Now Agra being the city of Taj, Agra famous for its Mughal architecture. Taj Mahal gives an excellent chance to turn the business tour as an ideal heritage tour. So last one is Chennai. The amalgam of the ancient heritage and natural beauty makes Chennai a prime tourist destination in the country. A walk in the long stretch of Marina Beach offers an unforgettable experience. Now Tamil Nadu government has also come up with the Chennai Convention Center to promote the world-class business tourism. Okay, now let's summarize the topic which I have covered, that is business tourism. Here we have discussed about various aspects of business tourism. We have also discussed about MICE, which is related with business tourism, and at last we have also discussed about the famous MICE destination in India. So thank you so much.